What's up, everyone? It's Tasia, aka Tay, rolling with Tay, and I'm still at the Harlem Skyscraper Classic. And I am standing with Rahsaan Bahati, and you're a 10-time national champion.
I
am. First of all, thank you for taking your time out to let me interview you real quick. And we were here volunteering with your organization, so Black Girls Do Bike, in conjunction with Bahati Foundation. Can you tell me a little bit about your foundation?
Yeah. Well, first, big shout out to All Girls Do Bike, because without you all on the ground, being that our organization is on the West Coast in Los Angeles, it's really helped us, get everything across the line, having you all on the ground and pushing everything through. So shout out to All Girls Do Bike, Black Girls Do Bike. Black Girls Do Bike. But so the organization I started back in 2010 to get inner city kids, introduce them to the sport of cycling, and didn't really know how I was going to do it. And it was one of those things where we just crawled before we walked, and I think now we're in a nice little jog. And one day we'll be running. And our three pillars are education, music, and sports.
Okay.
When in regards to sports, cycling is my sport. It's what I found when I was 11 years old. But we are all about anything sport, because I do believe that sports bring people together.
Yeah, they definitely do. And can bring a sense of community, discipline. You can learn a lot from
100%.
just sports. And like going back a little bit, 11 years old, I mean, you're learning how to ride a bike and you're riding, but then what made you want to take it further and start racing?
Yeah, like most, kids back in the early 80s when I was born, the bike was our iPhone, you know what I mean? It was our tablet. That's what we did. We wanted to go outside and ride bikes. So I was riding bikes from probably 4 or 5 years old.
Right.
I was introduced to track cycling, where Nelson Vels won his silver medal in the Olympics, the 1984 Olympics. They had an after-school program that I joined that helped me get into the sport of cycling. Yeah, so it was just like happenstance, to be honest with you. I found a teacher introduced me to it. I literally thought it was motorcycles, not bicycles. And I didn't really like it because I didn't like the uniform, like the helmets and all the tights and all that stuff. But one thing I did like is just like the adrenaline of the speed and being on the embankment of a track. And I was in a group of people that didn't look like me. It was a melting pot of people. We had whites, blacks, Asians, Latinos. It was amazing. And I think that's what really caught my attention.
Shout out to your teacher.
Yeah, Mr. Garman.
Mr.
Garman, he changed me.
Right, for exposing you to something like that, and with your foundation, right? And the other group that we were working with, is it Friends of the Children?
Yeah.
And having those kids come out and hopefully inspire someone to be, take cycling to another level,
Yeah, absolutely.
Even just to be active.
Yeah, that's what it's really about. Like if you look at our t-shirts, it says motion equals healthy. It's not racing equals healthy. It's not lifting weights equals healthy. It's just motion. It's walking. It's, instead of starting your car, you walk to the market. Instead of, starting your car, you walk into school with your child or something like that. So it's all about motion. And that's one thing we're promoting, is just getting them young so they understand that, the way you treat your body is going to be the result of how long you live. So
you're right. And especially in this day and age, people are glued to their phones.
Yeah.
The kids, get them on a bike, ride, go outside, and have fun like we used to have.
Yeah, absolutely. And the phone is no different than any other tool in the toolbox, right?
Yeah.
It's just like money, is how you use it. You can use it for the wrong way or the right way. The phone there's a lot of valuable information on it, but our kids are, I think, for the most part, using it the wrong way. We have to change that narrative and allow them to use it the right way, and still have fun on it. It's a device.
Yeah, still have that balance.
That balance, exactly. But right now, there's not a lot of balance.
It's not a lot of balance. It's not.
Yeah.
Well, before we wrap up, any upcoming races that you are looking forward to, or any events
Yeah, so this was highlighted on the calendar, Harlem Skyscraper. Not only the race, but of course we're doing the bike giveaway to the organization. Next up is I'm doing some stuff with a senator out in Northern California, actually rehabilitation with prisoners. So I'll be doing some stuff there. Excited about that. And then, big race in Indianapolis.
Ooh,
and then I'll fly back home after a couple days there and race the Manhattan Beach Grand Prix, which is kind of it's a local race to my neighborhood, and that's where like all my family come out. So that's the end of July. That's pretty much the biggest race in Southern California. And then we'll get ready to go to Kigali, Rwanda for the World Championships.
Wow. Good luck with all that.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure seeing you again. We met a couple years ago.
In LA.
And we finally made it happen on the East Coast now.
That's right.
Happy to have been a part of today's festivities with the kids. And I'm looking forward to what you have coming up next. I'll be following.
Thank you.
And best of luck in the races.
Appreciate it.